Alright, back onto the race bike. So I'm making a new fairing bracket down here because the old one's broke. Which were these thin ass ones that are way too thin, but they've been on there forever. And show how many years they've been on, off and on for, you know, close to 25, 28 years now. Yeah, they've been on there for a while. So now I'm making a new bracket. So this one's 1/4 inch material, this one here was 1/8 inch material. So I'm getting ready to do a bend. So I'm going to bend it around my socket this time instead of whatever that was. It looks like just a vise. So even though it didn't break there, we're going to put a big radius on it, make it stronger. So I'm going to try this out, see how it works. This is 606126, so we'll see if it breaks or not. It might. So I've got a line right there to bend it against. I'm going to use my standard socket I use for everything. So already the bend line's not in the right spot, I can tell. It's plenty low enough, so it doesn't matter. As long as they both are the same, it doesn't make any difference. Alright, let's see what happens. A nice, good, blunt instrument to bend it with. What we got around here is blunt. Big ass hammers, that's what we got, some blunt. Yeah, that ought to be big enough. Yep, 30 pounds of lead. Stress cracking going on. I think that was the right tool. Bent a little bit though, but it's alright. I got a straightening device right here. Yeah, look at that. Shut up. Looks pretty good to me. Can't beat a good lead hammer. They just work. There's a stress crack. It didn't break though, so it must be perfect. Oh, it's right on the money. Look at that. My nice flat screw area. A little bit dimple past that. Yeah, that's perfect. Might even work. Maybe. Don't get too carried away with this stuff. We don't know for sure if anything's going to work until we do it. So, that goes right there. Yeah. Might move my fairing forward a little bit. That wouldn't hurt anything either. Might help aerodynamics if I went forward slightly. Flattens it out. Who knows? Okay, I think that'll fly. And we're way high. Good. That means we got plenty of length. We can lower it. Yeah. See if we get some masses on there already. Okay. That bent a little sharper than I thought it was going to be. It didn't get any longer. Same length as that one basically. So. Alright, I like. I'm going to make number 2. Same way. It might went over 90. It's alright. Alright. I'll make another one. Use more material. Oh, look at that. I found another piece. Resembles the last one I just had. Which end I'm going to use? This just side I cut before. I'll use this side. Alright, we'll go drill a hole. I'll be back. Okay, I got 2 brackets bent. So those are 2 new ones, those are 2 old ones. So looks like if I just put the hole in the same spot, I'll probably be fine. The fairing goes slightly further forward, it's not going to hurt anything. Like it can go forward just a little bit, it's not going to help. It's not going to hurt aerodynamically one bit. If anything, it might help a little bit. It'll flatten it out slightly, but yeah, that little bit of difference there is not going to change squat. Yeah, I don't think the height is going to move either. So the pipe could go. They're stretching the carbon fibers, so it's a little stretchy. All right, so I'm just going to put a straight edge across that and poke the hole in there. I think we're going to be close enough. It's a race bike. It's not that critical. Close is close enough. Until that one moved. Flat. Okay, it's flat and straight now. These two aren't even the same length. There's a difference in height here. These were not equal. This one is up here, and this one here is down here. There's a little bit of a difference there. We're going to make it the same. It's just a matter of what dimension we're going to make it. Felt tip doesn't seem to be working. Yeah. It helps that the felt tip actually does mark. That one's dead. Alright. I think we're going to be close enough. That'll work. That one's pretty much on center with that one. That one's a little high. The felt tip died, so I can't exactly do it. I'll come up with a measurement and use that. Alright, I'm going to poke another hole. We'll be back. Alright, I'm making more parts here. Okay, these bolts here are going to be too short, so I got some longer ones here. These have a built-in nice big fat washer to support the carbon fiber fairing. So I just want to get some cushion material. So I went and got some gasket material. I couldn't find anything else small. So this is like a Benix carburetor gasket, just a little bit thicker than some of the other ones I got. So I put a hole in there, so I'm just going to cut that out. I'll have a gasket for each side of the material, each side of the fairing to mount to. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, it just has to be cut out. So I'm just going to go from hole to hole here. Not being very critical about the dimensions here, it doesn't really matter. It's good use for these gaskets because I hardly ever sell them. At least don't get any use for them, right? Alright. Extra material. Now I got 4 gaskets. Trim off the excess I don't like. Close enough, huh? Don't have to be perfect, not by a long shot. Close enough. Alright, there's 4 of them. So we'll put one on that side. How close that is. We'll put one on the other side. And have double cushion material. Use the same nuts. You can put the washer on top also. Got plenty of bolt length. Might as well use it all up. Got the hardware here, might as well use it, right? Okay, there's those. Okay, what we don't know what we're going to use yet is the mounting bolts up inside the fairing in there. That we're not sure about yet. We're not sure the angle or anything yet. So the old ones had a spacer and it went out like that. Something like that. I can either put a bunch of washers in there or not. Originally I had washers in there all over the place, but with a thicker material, might not have room. Space is limited in here. Okay, well, without bending it, we're way too far forward. But we don't need to have a spacer that long in there either, so yeah, we're 1.5 inches off down there. We can take off most of the spacer down there, not all of it because the tree is in there. We're coming off my fork stop right here. There it is. But I do have to clear the fork triple tree a little bit. So I need a little bit thinner spacer, but not a lot thinner. So usually when I need some kind of a cheap spacer, I just grab a 3/8 nut. Fine thread nut goes right over 5/16, just fine. Works good. You got washers here already. I need a shorter bolt though. We can do that too. Okay, got some shorter bolts. Put a 3/8 nut in there. We can either run washers or no washers. Do whatever it takes. I'm going to put one washer against the bracket here though. The nut can go right on there. And the nut can go right up against the inside there too if I want. A little bit of oil on this because it's gets rusty up in there if you don't do something. Those don't come out very often, so it doesn't hurt to lube them up a little bit. Okay, the fork is in the way, so if you had these on the other direction, it would probably help a lot. Just Instead of going this direction, I could turn it this way. They were too far forward by a lot. If you flip it, it might fit. Let's try that on the other one. We'll go back to the old setup. This was the old setup like this. Maybe that'll work. Gotta be flexible on how you do stuff around here. One way don't work, try a different way. Hey, front end, quit moving. Yeah, fork move did not help me any. Okay, what's that look like? Nah, it doesn't work at all. Now you go one extreme to the other, see? Way too far. Okay, so we're going to have to do some bending. So I think we're going to have to put the stuff back in and bend the bracket back a little bit. So, yeah. Can't go far enough forward to make it work. Both ways are failing. Okay. So, take this out. I'm going to mount it this direction. I've got to bend this thing back a little bit to get what we need. So, let's go look at the original bracket. See what it looked like. There's a bend in them. We just gotta kind of see what they did. Yeah, we have to do about the same thing, I guess. Pull it back a little bit. I assume we had to come down a little ways to clear the fork. Gotta come down 2 inches to clear the fork. And after that we can bend it. I don't want to get this too high in the air because I actually look right through here. This little window is where I look at. If I raise that up, I can't see. So I don't really want to raise it any. We need to come back about 1 inch at least. Okay. Alright, do a little bending. We'll be back.